My name is Dylan Powers. I'm a systems engineer with Grantek Systems Integration. Grantek is a mid-sized systems integrator predominant in the food and bev and pharmaceutical silos. As part of the Merck project, we're replacing a legacy alarm management system with an updated and new ignition alarm management system.
My name is Paul Valeray. I'm with Merck Company, located at the West Point facility in Pennsylvania. System specialist, more automation and controls integration. The Merck West Point facility is a combination of manufacturing and research and development for pharmaceuticals. The project is to upgrade an existing site-level alarm management system, which is pretty much at end of life and good components of proprietary systems. So we're moving to a kind of commercial off-the-shelf system integration for long-term support.
My name's Doug Yerger. I'm with Grantek Systems as a principal engineer. The Merck project used Perspective module with the tag historian reporting and the WebDev module to provide online documentation. One of the big hurdles that we were able to achieve with this is a very agile development environment where we were able to quickly make changes and develop as we go versus having a complete project known up front on exactly how everything would look in the finished product. For the Merck project, there were two different workflows that the operators were using. We analyzed those and came up with a single workflow for the final project.
For this project, we're using the Ignition Perspective module and the Alarm Journal to historize, view, and provide an established workflow for the alarm management system. Ignition's Alarm Journal really allowed us to build a platform that was extensible by nature, in which we're adding associated data, we're adding annotation, and we're building on it from there, and then we're able to query against that data and start to join the tables necessary to build a very custom and unique solution.
OPC inter-system communication is our pretty much standard for aggregating data from disparate systems into this single alarm management system. So the flexibility for Ignition to provide that broad connection capability is there. The big outcome for going with Ignition is providing that opportunity to consolidate two distinct systems which the operator used into a single pane of glass. The Ignition system is going to provide improved efficiencies through, again, that single pane of view and no longer fragmenting the operator's time moving from one system to the other. The intent is that this is going to be very maintainable. This commercial off-the-shelf environment allows us to baseline the configuration and just move through minor changes.
So in the early stages of this process, it was communicated by the customer that having a commercial off-the-shelf solution was a critical part of this project for them. So Ignition was really able to provide us with the platform to build the solution that they required. So one piece that I really appreciate about Ignition is the versioning and the release notes associated with each version. Where that comes into play is as you're maintaining a system, you have the ability to understand ahead of time what features may have been deprecated, changed, or otherwise impact the application as you're maintaining the system and upgrading versions through the life cycle of the system.
The features of Ignition that helped with our historization were the tag historian and the alarm journaling. This project was not a GMP project, so there was no regulatory requirement. It was developed using standard good practices, but the final qualification did not have to take place. The Merck project used many modern web practices in its development, including design development separation, flyouts, navigation, theming. One of the features we have is the operators get to choose their themes. We have light and dark mode across all screens.
I found the flexibility of Ignition to develop our specific alarm management view is ideal. Most other packages, the alarm structure and the alarm management views are very fixed, and it's really a compromise. Our requirements were somewhat specific in alarm management view, and Ignition provided that distinct platform. The Ignition historization has helped the project through consolidating alarm and events, along with operator annotation. So it's important for us to be able to correlate the event and operator annotation for that event. For the Ignition project, we treat this as kind of GAMP, good engineering practice. So we follow software development lifecycle patterns, procedures, but it's just not taking that extra step of commissioned only, not qualified.
Ignition's native alarm journal is unique because it allows you to reach into the database and query against the alarms and tie information together in a custom way to provide custom solutions. In the case of this project, Ignition's native database connections really allowed us to go to the next level and create custom tables and insert data into those tables, and on the back end, pull that data out and join it with other database tables such as the alarm journals and things of that nature. So throughout the design phase of this project, it became very apparent that it was incredibly important to the customer to be able to build and maintain these really high density displays, and that you click on a point and you have a pane populate with all of the pertinent metadata and data associated with that point. And furthermore, that you can click on an alarm and see all of the data associated with that alarm at the point of generation. So it was very fun working through some of these workflows that would incorporate the high density nature of this application. This is the alarm summary view. This is the primary view that users will utilize to manage the alarms. By clicking on an individual alarm, the left-hand pane is populated to show alarm metadata and owners and things of that nature. You can also filter the alarm table through the custom filtering pop-up. You can select buildings, priorities, or so forth. Another option for filtering the table is by selecting the building badges in the top of the screen. By selecting this badge, the alarm active table is automatically filtered to only show alarms from that table. The point display allows authorized users to edit the point information. By opening this edit point carousel, users are able to edit any of the associated metadata for each point. They can also export the points to a CSV file. Once the points are exported to a CSV file, users can change that data and re-import the same CSV file to edit the points. Also within the application is reporting. For this application, we have 10 custom-built reports. Each report has an ad hoc report viewer that allows users to select any custom filtering options they choose. Additionally, users are able to schedule these reports to be auto-generated and emailed to users based on the report scheduling features.
For the Ignition project, again, going back to the uniqueness of our original alarm management interface, the Ignition platform allowed us to kind of take that to the next step. So there were components that we wanted to get away from, but there were other components of operations in the legacy system that we needed to follow forward with. So the flexibility of Ignition really allowed us to develop and evolve the way we use our alarm management, which is a combination of events and operator annotation.
Ignition provides a very easy upgrade path, and maintaining projects can be done quite easily, either directly online or through a DevOps environment. Ignition, I believe, is fairly unique in that while it does have standard products for all the alarm journals and that they're all extensible, so you can add your own information within those tables to create the solution that you're truly after.
So this was a really fun and unique project for me. We tied in a lot of different features, from the alarming to the audit trail to the point management and the reporting that ties all of this data together. We built in report scheduling that automatically generates and distributes reports based on user configured parameters and timeframes. So it was a lot of neat challenges that we had the opportunity to work through with our team.